What's up, everybody? Welcome to Flagrant 2. It's your boy Schulz. I'm here with Akaash Singh, Mark Gagnon, AlexxMedia. We got Miles Media. We got the Truffle. And then we have a very special guest. He is here for a reason. Trouble is a brewing in daytime TV, and we need to bring in our daytime TV expert.
Yes.
Okay, an expert in many other fields. I usually can't compliment comics when they come on because they start to fall apart. Like I almost have to tease them. Right. But I feel like you could handle compliments.
I not only can I handle them, I require a few.
You require a few? Okay, so let me stack.
To feel good.
Okay, I think if you're listening right now, you could probably hear the voice.
Yeah.
This is a familiar voice on the internet.
Distinct.
Yeah.
We have our daytime TV expert, an expert in many other things, but right now, if we're talking about The View, also our Jew expert.
Yeah.
Huge.
Love some Jews.
Love some of them.
Some Jews. Some Jews I love. There are some of all that are great. There's some of, some things are good. That's, and I know The View.
Yes. You know The View. We have Tim Dillon here.
Hey. Yes. Thank you. Good to be here.
I heard you put the call in to get Whoopi out of there.
I did. Because I wanted her to take a time out and have a think, and I wanted her replaced with Roseanne. Bring back Roseanne.
Right.
Yes.
How about that? Who is Jewish.
Okay.
Ooh.
And then that's a nice trade-off.
Wait, is she Jewish?
Roseanne is very Jewish.
So she's been moonlighting as this Midwestern housewife this whole time.
Oh
yeah,
my
but
God.
she's like super into Israel, super Jewish.
Oh my God.
So we get Whoopi out.
Okay.
Take a chill pill, take a break, read the Torah, whatever you have to do. Go to a few bagel shops, listen to people.
Is that the atonement?
Do some listening, little locks and listening tour. And then bring Roseanne in, who's criminally insane, but Jewish and fun.
Yeah.
And she'll go on about QAnon and stuff like that, and it'll just make it a fun show for 2 weeks.
So we fixed the show.
That's how to fix it.
That's your goal.
Well, the real way to fix the show is to destroy it. And to
This
put
seems
everyone...
to be your solution with most things.
Most things do need to go. The View is it's one of the worst. First of all, when I grew up, daytime TV was about like seasonal cupcake recipes.
Yeah.
Why are we doing the Holocaust at 11 a.m.? It's 11 in the morning. Why are we doing the Holocaust? Calm down. Daytime TV is for people that get into the day, ease into the day. Little coffee, get the toast down. We don't need to be doing genocide early. Relax.
Yeah.
It's gotten crazy now.
Do you think it is wild that she was suspended for what does that do?
I'm against all of that. I don't want anyone suspended.
Yeah.
It's stupid. It's I hated school as a kid.
Yeah.
Because I don't like that kind of authority, which to me didn't make any sense. You drive a Camry, you're dumb, and yet you're in charge of me.
Yes.
These are the teachers, I mean.
Yeah.
And not all of them, but many of them drove Camrys.
Yeah.
And I didn't understand why that person told you what to believe or what to think.
Yeah.
It was authority that didn't make sense in the same way that
You prefer they be more wealthy, and then they could
I
tell
prefer
you.
that if somebody is teaching you something, I want them to care about it or know about it or have some experience with it.
Yeah.
Not just this is their punch the clock. 9 to 5 job. Who cares?
Yeah.
But
that being
yet
said,
you do a podcast.
Yeah.
Where all we do is pretend we know shit we don't.
Well, no, I know it. I know it. I know everything. Because there's nothing to know.
Ooh.
So that's the reality. There's actually nothing to know. So in a world where you've accepted there's nothing to know, you actually know everything.
Interesting.
But I don't like that kind of authority where they go, take a time out for 2 weeks. Fire her. Either fire her or let her go back to work. What she said was either so egregious, you're going to get rid of her or keep her. This fake thing. Who is this for? To throw her out for 2 weeks? What an arbitrary thing. That I don't like.
Are Jews a race? And where do you rank them in your top 5?
Oh.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I like the things they do. I like, you know what I mean?
Didn't think you were going to take it seriously,
No,
but
no,
I'm
no.
more
I'll go,
entertained.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I love the food, the deli culture.
Yeah.
The breakfast.
Yes.
All of that. I'm into that. Smoked meat, smoked fish.
yeah.
I like the money system. I enjoy it. You know, I do enjoy it. I like it because I have money now. When I didn't, I was a little angry
Before,
at
it was
them.
like those pieces
a
of
little
shit.
angry at them. Now I'm like, oh, it's fine. Deposits go in, things
It
come
stays
out.
there.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
I get it. Interest is nice.
Yeah.
But they're very funny.
Yes.
I feel about them the way I feel about Long Island. It's a necessary but obnoxious part of life. Like me, if people say anything about me, it's kind of like, that would be kind of maybe what they would say. Like, we like him, but it's a lot and not all the time.
When you left New York for the first time,
Yeah.
when you left New York for the first time, did you realize how influenced by Jews you were?
Well, sure. I think so. But I knew that because I grew up in Long Island. I grew up kvetching, complaining.
Yeah.
I think I realized how comedy, good comedy, was very influenced by Jews,
Yeah, of
right?
course.
Like really good comedy, because it's like funny complaining.
Yeah.
Good comedy is like funny complaining, right? Somebody who's talking shit and it's funny.
It's the only problem with woke culture.
Yeah.
It's not funny. If it was
Yeah.
funny,
We would
it
let
would
it
just
slide.
be funny complaining.
Yeah.
It's also boring.
Because it's not funny.
That's
Yes.
right. Yeah,
exactly.
that's my other
Just make
issue.
it funny.
If it's
Yeah.
funny,
We'll be
it's
okay with it.
inherently
Well,
not boring.
It can't be funny because funny means somebody's got to get upset.
Yeah, you have to hurt someone.
Somebody's got to
There's
get
no
upset.
victimless humor.
Somebody's got to get upset.
Yeah.
And in woke culture, the goal is for nobody to get upset, which is an unsustainable way to live and to communicate.
Yeah.
You can't communicate in a funny way. I mean, you could communicate like on a plane if they go, hey, everybody, we are at 37,000 feet.
Yeah.
When the turbulence lights off, you can use the bath, that type of communication you could do without anybody going, what the hell is? But when you're trying to be funny, somebody's got to get rubbed the wrong way.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
It has to.
More a lot of it.
Or a lot of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. Okay. Fuck, marry, kill.
Okay. Jews.
okay.
No. Racist.
Eric Weinstein, Brett Weinstein, Harvey Weinstein.
Oh.
Interesting.
That's pretty
And
funny.
then you fuck Harvey or Harvey fucks you?
Eric hates me. Well, he doesn't hate me now, but Eric, to torture him, I would marry him. I would torture him.
Torture. Okay. Yeah.
Kill Brett Weinstein.
Okay. Why?
No real reason, just because I'm going to fuck Harvey because I want
Payback.
a role in Hollywood. Because I think that's how Gwyneth Paltrow got her first role in
that
Emma.
true?
I don't know if that's a fact.
I thought it was Shakespeare in Love.
Well, I know that they all fucked him
Yeah.
to get parts.
Yeah.
7 was before Shakespeare in Love.
Okay, maybe.
Apparently, Brad Pitt almost beat Weinstein's ass because he was inappropriate with
With Paltrow.
Gwyneth when they
Okay,
were
well,
Yeah,
so
he
maybe
shot
it
the
wasn't
shot.
quite, but a
Yeah,
lot
yeah.
of those
Well,
actresses
some people might have fucked him
had to play ball.
consensually.
Oh, absolutely.
Right?
To get the work.
Yes.
Which is
Well,
not
I don't know
good.
if that's consensually, but
Well,
like,
it is consensual.
Yeah.
If you
think?
want a thing,
Yeah.
and I'm fucking you to get the thing,
Yeah.
that's a consensual act.
It's a consensual
As
barter.
long as he's not holding that thing over your head.
He's allowed to hold it over you. It's still not. It's still consensual if you do it, because there's other ways to get the thing, and you don't need the thing.
Well-
the thing isn't air or water. It's a role in a Hollywood movie.
Okay, hypothetically speaking.
No one's saying he's doing the right thing.
Hypothetically
Yeah.
speaking, what if he goes,
Good
hey,
logic.
if you don't fuck me, you're not only not going to get this role, you're not going to get any roles.
Well, then you would then have to make a choice and either fuck him
Or become a singer.
or go do something else. But if you fuck him, is that rape? If he applies that level of coercion,
Yeah.
I don't know if it's rape.
I don't like that word for that.
For that, I don't know if it's
Yeah.
rape. I think he's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
He's a scumbag.
Yeah.
And I just don't know if it's non-consensual sex. I think
Yeah.
it's coercion.
Yeah.
And it might be, there's all kinds of other things it could be and would be.
Okay, so then you would definitely fuck him.
Yeah, to get ahead.
Yeah. Yeah.
to get ahead, or at least have a story.
What role would you want?
Is your Patreon not big enough, Doug?
Nothing's
Nothing's
enough.
big enough.
Nothing's enough. Nothing's enough.
Fill the coffers.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're about to go have a talk with Alec Baldwin.
Alec Baldwin DM'd me on Instagram and he wants me to do his podcast, and I was like, absolutely, I'm honored.
I can't wait till you find out it's Stephen Baldwin that did it.
It's
going
very
to be
interesting
so much
because
fun. I'm going to get a call from you later today. It's going to be you and fucking Stephen Baldwin.
It's actually, what's interesting is like he's had issues in the past couple of months.
Alec?
Well, you shot the woman on the set.
Yeah.
And it was an accident.
Was it?
This is what I am understood to believe.
Yes.
You know,
But do you believe it?
yeah, I don't think he would shoot. Somebody told me, they go, I think he did it to see what it feels like to take a human life.
Yeah.
I would like to not believe that.
Yeah.
But it's interesting. There's clearly nobody on his team that wants him to do a
said that
podcast.
to you?
I literally forgot who it
There's
was.
no way you can forget who said that.
No, but I do forget. Somebody said that. They go, I think it would be that he would just try to see, like, at this point in his life, he's like, I've done it all.
Yeah. Yeah.
What does this feel like?
Yeah.
Do I want to come after?
Yeah.
Do I feel sad? There's no way anyone on his team is jazzed about him doing a podcast,
Tim,
right?
did you say that?
I didn't say it, no.
Are you
I
sure?
would have said I said it.
Tim?
It might have been Giannis. I forgot.
Just throw it on you.
I don't know what it was. But it was, I would have admitted I said it. Okay. But there's no one on his team that's jazzed about him doing a podcast, I can imagine, right now.
Yeah.
This is not the time for the podcast.
Yeah.
But he wants me to come on, so I'm like honored, and I said, because he's a legend, I've grown up watching him.
Right.
You know.
Legend's a lot.
Well, New York. He's in
Legend.
New York.
Beetlejuice, and then that's it.
He's a New York legend in the
How?
same. Well,
None of us looked up to fucking Alec Baldwin.
Glenn Ross, he was great.
Stop it.
He was
The
great.
Hunt for
in-
Red
Stop it.
October.
Broadway?
No,
More
dude,
like a New
he's
York
been in.
staple, but not legend.
I didn't even see him as a New
Glenn Ross was a
Yorker.
movie.
Say again?
Glenn Ross was also a movie.
Oh, I thought there was a
Yeah.
play.
It was both.
It was a movie.
Both.
It's a great movie. Listen, the dude, you
He was
can't.
the
Y'all
Shadow.
seen this movie?
The Shadow. Come on.
Shadow?
Yeah.
I mean, he's not Anthony Hopkins. He's not Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah.
We get it.
Cucks.
Yeah.
He's not Denzel Washington.
Yeah.
But he's his next tier. No? No. You don't think so?
He's more
He's not
famous
even a
than he
lead.
is actually has good movies. For some reason, he's always been famous, and his movies haven't.
Beetlejuice.
He's had a few good ones.
Phenomenal in
But
Beetlejuice.
Great movie.
Downhill.
But
Ever
isn't the
since.
voicemail of him calling his daughter a pig more entertaining than
That's
many
theatrical
movies?
for sure.
Have you
Yes.
That's
seen
better
the
than
daughter?
most films.
Oh no, don't.
I mean, I don't. I've never seen the daughter.
Fuck, Mary, kill.
No, don't do this. We're not allowed to do this.
Alec Baldwin.
So okay, maybe not a legend, but he's a fixture. I mean, whatever you want to say.
Fixture
right?
is a great word.
He's
Okay.
He's a fixture.
It's wild that
A
he
fixture
wants
that
me to
kills
come in and
people.
talk
Just
to
say he's on SNL and you want to destroy everything about SNL.
him. No, I don't want to
say
destroy
the
everything
truth.
about SNL. How you can't destroy the destroyed.
You are fighting. You can't destroy it. It's over?
It's over.
Okay.
It's over.
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
Am I wrong? It could come back.
I don't think it's over because I think they can still have cultural pops.
Sure. Here's what I mean. It's
If they
over.
just
If you're on
require-
SNL right now,
Yeah.
you have to tell people you're on SNL. Like if you go out to dinner with somebody, they go, "What do you do for a living?" You have to go, "I'm on SNL." Rock, Farley, Sandler never had to do that. What I mean is that as a cultural monolith,
Yes.
like it's over.
The
It's
people
no one's
that are on the
fault. The
show
medium-
are no
Yeah.
longer superstars.
The medium is over.
It's changed.
TV's over.
Yeah.
SNL, you almost have to look at like an appearance on Carson. So like if the actor was more famous than Carson, that was just this massive moment.
Right.
So the actor or the celebrity that's going on SNL has to be more famous than SNL.
Right.
If you have the guy who is in Shang-Chi, right, who's a
Right.
fucking great actor, fun guy,
Right.
sure, but if people don't actually know him
Then,
enough,
yeah.
nobody's going to watch the episode.
It's
But if you
just-
have Kanye,
then it's
the
big.
world stops.
That's big.
You got Kardashian, the world stops.
gotta get
people
them.
talk about it.
You gotta
so
get
now
them.
they have to worry more about casting than they ever have.
That's right.
And maybe it's because they're not making their guys stars.
Well, it's hard. It's the medium, right? The medium is tough. The medium. I think I'm going to blame it on that. There's other things, but I think.
What do you mean by the medium?
TV, television, appointment television.
But that's not even. We never watched SNL like that. We always watch the clips.
But you also said this when 10,000 YouTubers can beat you to a sketch that you got to wait to put out Saturday at midnight.
yeah, I mean, that's what
yeah.
I mean. Like doing something once a week when comedy is so quick and so.
Yeah.
Like that to me is hard. It's
Yes.
hard to do.
We
Yes.
had to wait for SNL back in the day. Now you do not have
It's
to at all.
difficult.
Yeah. So now that they're making the joke last.
It's just also maybe not enough content. like for any one person to pop. So for any one person to get famous, maybe they do a sketch or two a week on that show. That may not be enough now. The demands of things are so that you have to keep feeding the beast.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah, that
Again,
makes sense.
These are all perhaps things like,
Yeah.
I can't tell you
No,
why.
to his point, the last breakout stars I can think of, Sudeikis and Kristen Wiig, and that was around about the time that we stopped watching TV so much.
Yeah. I mean, Pete
is a fucking star, but he also is a star beyond SNL for
it's almost like the things
everybody.
outside of SNL have made
I think
him bigger.
SNL still does some very funny stuff.
Yeah, so I don't think it's a content issue.
Yeah.
It's just the
I don't
medium.
think it's. I think it's the medium. I just think it's much harder to be on TV once a week and have the relevance that you would have now that the world is splintered into a million different, internet realities.
When you're hanging at these like global elite gatherings that you often hang out,
Absolutely.
and do you ever bump into like a Lorne Michaels?
Now, I've never been in a place where he would be. Maybe I've been in places.
Would
where
you
he
check
be.
him?
No, I mean check him. How
Would you
I
walk
check
up and check him? Be like, yo,
like would I fight him?
if that's what that means to you?
Yes, I would physically fight him. No, I think Lorne Michaels is a legend. I have no problem. Lorne Michaels. I don't.
Who would you check? I want to know Tim Dillon's checklist. You see that motherfucker on the streets, it's on and popping.
No, I don't really have a problem with too many people.
You don't?
Yeah, I mean, they may have a problem with me. Here's the thing. The things I say,
Right.
people get angry at me. I'm not angry. They may be angry at me.
I see.
So I'm not angry at anybody. Like, I say the things that are true.
Right.
People may not like that.
Right.
And that may anger them. Like the governor of California may be mad at me, but I have no problem with him. I think he's doing a horrible job. I think he's a horrible person.
Yeah.
I think he's destroying one of the greatest states in the union.
Right.
But if I saw him at a party, I'd go, "How are you?" And we'd have a nice little talk. I might go, "Why are you doing this?" I might ask him, like, "Why are you destroying the state? Is someone paying you to do it?" Like, I'd be curious. But
Who's paying him?
who knows?
Well, who do you think?
I think that there's a movement right now that's happening that's behind the scenes. I don't know who is really some people say it's China. Some people say it's this group of, elite transnational, meaning that they don't care about any particular country, billionaires. I think there's a movement of people to push through certain policies, and people like Newsom and people in positions of power have to go along with that movement, or they have to face the consequences to some degree. And I think that it's hard to say who is behind it or not behind it, but there is, when they write these articles like in 2030, you will own nothing and be happy. And that is an article written saying the future is not you owning a car and a house. It's everything is going to be shared and you're going to love that. And that's going to be good. That's someone's idea, right? That's someone's policy that they want down the road to be enacted. They want that.
So they have to tap certain people.
Certain people have to either get behind it or not be in the way of it, but that's someone's idea. Just like a surveillance state is someone's idea. The idea that we should be able to read your emails and listen to your phone, and if you're going somewhere, we should be able to know where that is, and you should be tracked, or maybe you'll have a social credit score.
Yeah.
In China, they have a credit score where it's, your entirety of your life experience is judged and then logged, and all of that, that's an idea. And it comes from somewhere, and it's hard to say where it comes from or who's promoting it at any given point, but you can certainly see, you see it happening, and during COVID, I think you saw a lot of it starting to happen.
The social credit score thing is interesting. Don't you think we have our own forms of that?
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're going to take a break for a second because, listen, there's nothing worse than being baked out of your mind as you didn't plan on it. And once you eat it, that there is no going back. And that's why we need the perfect medium high. And what's going to bring the perfect medium high? Well, diet smoke, okay? They have these delicious Delta 8 THC gummies. What is Delta 8? Delta 8 is simply a slightly less potent THC. Diet smoke is legal in most states, and it's non-prescription. Now, you're probably asking yourself, does diet smoke really get you high? Yes. Of course it does. The high you get with diet smoke is best described as somewhere between the chillness of CBD and that classic stone feelings you get with regular weed. Diet smoke isn't light, it's just right, okay? Plus, diet smoke comes in 2 delicious flavors. They got the blue raspberry and the watermelon. I like them both, I'm not gonna lie. I love them watermelons. Absolutely amazing. Get you that nice, calm, cool high, but not too much. I'm very sensitive when it comes to weed. I can't do the regular gummies. They knock me on my fucking
Son,
ass.
I did a Delta 8 gummy with way more Delta 8.
Yeah.
I was high as fuck from that. This
There
gets
it
you high
is.
for
You're
sure.
gonna get high.
10 milligrams, perfect.
Each gummy is infused with 10 milligrams of Delta 8 THC derived from American-grown hemp. Also, Diet Smoke's Delta 8 gummies are low in sugar, fat-free, and delicious. Oh, and did I mention they're legal? So, when CBD isn't enough and traditional THC is too much, enjoy the smooth buzz of Diet Smoke. Go to dietsmoke.com. Use the promo code FLAGRANT for 20% off your order. That's dietsmoke.com. Promo code FLAGRANT for 20% off. Diet Smoke's Delta 8 THC gummies are not for use or sale to people under the age of 21. Please use responsibly. Now let's get back to the show. All right, guys, we're going to take a break for a second because I need to make sure that you're gambling in the right place. And why is MyBookie the right place? It's very simple, because they're going to give you the most money to gamble with. That's right. They are matching your initial deposit bonus up to $1,000. That's a free $1,000 that you get to gamble with. Why would you not do that? This is an absolute no-brainer. You got the Super Bowl coming up. Put some money on the big game with MyBookie. When you use that promo code FLAGRANT, they are matching that initial deposit bonus. More money to gamble with, more money to win. You are welcome, okay? The only way to watch the biggest game of the year is to make sure you put some bread on it, because the reality is most of your teams aren't going to be in it, okay? Only 2 teams get to be there, so most of us, we don't have anything in this game outside of the fact that it's a Super Bowl, so why don't we get some action on it, okay? Why don't we get a little bit excited? So you do that right now, double your money, okay? And you go to mybookie.ag, okay? Head to mybookie.ag and double your first deposit up to $1,000 by using the promo code FLAGRANT. Place your bets and get ready for the unmatched excitement of the Super Bowl. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. Now let's get back to the show. The social credit score thing is interesting. Don't you think we have our own forms of that?
Yeah,
Like, isn't that what social media is?
to a degree.
Somebody has a blue check and all of a sudden they're more important. Their DMs get open quicker.
That might be a clout score. But yeah,
Isn't that essentially
if
the same
clout
thing?
is currency here, then that is...
clout can't get you a mortgage. So the big difference would
How
be...
can it not?
they're going to look at documents and financial statements. Well, it won't prevent you from getting more. If you have a lot of money...
But clout can get you money, and money can get you a mortgage.
Yes, but in a way that, like, is, I think, okay, right? Like, the idea of, like, clout making you money is fine.
Like a social credit score in China can't get you a mortgage, but
It can deny you a mortgage, absolutely.
they can deny you one,
So
but it
that's all
can't get
good.
you one if you don't
so
have the
your
money.
lack of blue check doesn't prevent you from getting a car loan. That's the difference. Right now, that's the meaningful
What
difference.
I would say is that if you potentially had a blue check or clout in other areas, you could have access to money and then get that.
Yeah, but see that. So that's
car.
reverse engineering. That's okay. I don't have a problem with that.
Right.
That's fine. It's the other side. It's if we say you can't have this.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with can. Can is great. Whatever you can use to your benefit to get whatever you're going to get.
Yeah.
If it's ethical and legal and you're not hurting
Yeah.
anyone else.
Yeah.
Fine. It's when governments prevent you from doing certain things because of maybe your online activity, the things you've said or believe.
Right.
That is the social credit score idea. That's what I have an issue
And do you
with.
think we're headed toward that?
Yes. Yeah, I think so. Because I think that the population, and you saw it with COVID, how easy was it to get people to rat on each other?
$1,200.
How easy was it to get people to call the cops on 14-year-old kids skateboarding up the block?
Right.
How easy was it? As long as someone's convinced they're doing the morally right thing, they will absolutely become a Nazi. They don't care. And I'm not saying they were the equivalent to the Nazis, but,
Yeah, but isn't
people
that-
will absolutely dime on each other if they feel like it's for the purposes of altruism. Like they're in the right. They're
I
doing
don't know
the
if
right.
it's, they do it for the purpose of altruism. I think that these are people who are more or less powerless, and then we gave them a little power, and then we allowed them to be
Well,
virtuous
some
with
of these
that power.
people were not powerless. Some of these people were multimillionaires, Hollywood celebrities, so they weren't really powerless.
I'm talking about
Yeah.
the lady that comes up to you in the street and goes, "Put your mask over your nose."
Sure.
Right? Like
Sure.
these people have no power. They have no control in their lives. And all of a sudden, someone gave them a big fucking stick.
Right.
And they could walk around saving the world. And saving the world is just enough to
Right.
get them over the monumental inconvenience that they're putting on another fucking human being.
So that's what the social credit score would be. I think it would be giving everyone the ability to save the world all the time.
And if it is parallel thinking, we would immediately fall victim to it.
Sure.
Because we've been doing it already.
You see it already with Yelp. You see it with Airbnb. You see it with Uber. The ratings. We all rate each other all the time, right?
That's what I was kind of going with the social media score. But exactly with Uber, it's like we can't wait to rate you. I wonder if just our system, maybe their system is a reflection of ours. Like we just have the free market create that system.
I think that
we're constantly. That's right.
Yes.
We're constantly rating, constantly looking at someone's fucking outfit. There's a whole show on E about how shitty somebody dresses. Like this social rating.
I think what's scary to me is that in order to compete with China, I think there's an element of the U.S. ruling class that believes we should become China. In order to, we don't want them exporting all this technology to the world that's like surveillance technology in nature. So what we want to do is we want to master the automation and the AI so that we export it to the world. And what scares me about that is that essentially we're then adopting more kind of more draconian, totalitarian type of policies that you see in China that you may start seeing here, which I wouldn't love.
You know what's funny is you tell me that we're going to become China, and I'm like, get the fuck out of here. But if you want to tell me robots are going to kill us all, I'm like, yeah, 15 years. So who am I to judge? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. It's weird about becoming China.
Because it feels like such a
becoming more
big...
of a closed society, becoming more of like a society where you are not as free as you are now. That's what could happen.
And this is where I don't get into conspiracy theories. Not that I'm like too good for it or whatever. I'm just always like, but that just seems so far off from, hey, we're calling the cops on kids skateboarding to, draconian fucking city.
Well, I mean, I don't know how far off it is.
I just can't. My brain doesn't connect the dots. My brain always hops off board. Is like, yeah, it seems like too many dots. We're not getting there.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few dots, but I mean, again, if we told you, after 9/11 that you'd have zero privacy, it would be the same thing. You go, well, there's a lot of dots between this and that, but here we are. I mean, your email, your phone, everything you do, everything is on the grid. Everything's traced.
Yeah.
I mean, they can get rid of you. Social media could just get rid of you for whatever reason. I mean, and people are openly advocating for it, getting rid of, obviously people may hate Alex Jones, not like Alex Jones, whatever, but it doesn't end with Alex Jones. Now people are talking about Joe Rogan and going, get him out of here. It's like, this is a problem in our society that people are going to use these companies to get rid of people that they don't like.
What do you think the real reason is they're trying to get Joe out of there? And who do you think is
taking their numbers?
Who do you think
eyeballs.
is they?
The media, the legacy media, these large institutions, these big tech companies.
Right.
They are, I think that the media's lost a ton of...
It's Rupert Murdoch making a decision in a boardroom?
I don't think it's Rupert Murdoch, but I do think it's a consensus. I think the thing about the way that the country's run is there is no they. There is no 5 people in a room, right?
Right.
If everyone's kids go to the same school and everybody hangs out and they all vacation at Martha's Vineyard and everybody talks, there's no they. There's no like directives going, you do this. It's a consensus created that this guy's dangerous, that we can't allow him to have a platform, that people are dangerous, that people shouldn't have the power.
Right.
We need to go back to this top-down media where we told people what to think and they thought it.
Right. Okay, real quick about in terms of top down, like with a story. Sometimes I wonder if things go top down, meaning like the board of directors is saying, hey, these are the stories we're going to push out.
Yeah.
Like sometimes the shit you often see like the Washington Post, doing to support Bezos.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Right? Like that seems very like top down.
Yes.
But sometimes things happen bottom up because they're just chasing numbers. Right?
Yes.
Like, for example, like the Trump stories happen bottom up, I imagine, because it was like, oh my God, this story, we lead with the Trump thing. This is going to get tons of clicks. People are
The
going to read
Trump
it.
presidency happened bottom up.
Real talk. Trump presidency maybe happened bottom up, right? So I wonder how much with Joe is the legacy media elites going, hey, we need to get this guy the fuck out of here, or the left-wing media people at the bottom going, hey, I get a lot of views when I post a story about Rogan.
It's both. It's everything.
And then it's almost like the legacy media elites see it and they go, well, I wouldn't mind this guy getting the hell out of here.
Yeah.
You guys keep on going. Great work.
Well, no, it's both. It's that unholy alliance or that marriage of both, where it is an economy. So writing
it's
about
like-
him and the clicks, that's
Yeah.
all an economy.
Yeah.
And then I think the people at the top are just losing market share, and they go, we don't really want that model to be established. I don't think they'll ever let anyone get as big as him again.
Bro, that's the crazy
They'll
thing.
never let anyone get as big as him again. He got really big on YouTube. Then he went to Spotify. I don't believe they will let anyone get as big
Well,
as
the
him
only
again.
time it can happen is a time of disruption, right? Like
Yeah.
internet comes in, disrupts everything. Obviously, our industry,
right.
right? I mean, do you think that the traditional Hollywood complex is going to let us get as big as we are
Here's
ever
one-
again?
I think you are right. A lot of it is bottom up. A lot of it is chasing clicks. But there are a lot of stories that would have been very salacious. For example, the Epstein story, right?
Yeah.
Is there more salacious of a story?
No.
People would click, people would watch.
Yep.
It is this fascinating, insight into society.
This is
But
where
it's
top down.
only run.
Yeah.
It's only run when it is safe
Yeah.
to be run, because this information was out there
a
for
good
years.
point. Yeah.
So if you were an enterprising young journalist, and there was a few of them, Vicky Ward, a few of these people said, hey, this story's got it all. Intrigue, politicians, celebrities, sex, islands, fucking kids, everything. We got it.
Yeah.
And then they go, nah, and they kill it.
Yeah.
So sometimes that's when I think you do see the top down, but I think your point is
Yes.
well taken.
Yeah.
It is an economy now from the bottom up as well, of just parasites.
Yes. But that's right. The top down, you definitely see blockage.
They squash it.
100%. And if you can block something, you could also add some oxygen to it.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's happening. I'm curious about your perspective on this, like the media playbook. It almost becomes like so hacky. Like now, before I couldn't really see it because I was inside and I trusted it. And it almost seemed like a coincidence, right?
Right.
And the thing that made it so fucking transparent is I literally asked on the podcast, I was like, how long before the truckers in Canada are racist?
Right.
It was like
a minute.
Literally
A minute.
a minute before the whole movement was about misogyny, racism, bigotry, Islamophobia.
Yes. Yeah.
And you see it the same thing with Joe. We would see it like you could time it out. Like he would bring on fucking Bernie.
Yeah.
And then the next day,
boom.
And it's just
it's like cigarettes.
That has to be top down.
It's like cigarettes, because like cigarettes work, right? So people smoke, even though they kill you and they're more money every year, people still smoke. Now, not as many of them, but the reason that anybody smokes cigarettes, they work.
Yeah.
You never light a cigarette up. It's not work like
Yeah,
they
it's great.
work.
It's the best.
It's what they do.
Yeah.
These things work. Racist works.
Yeah.
Misogynist works. Homophobe works.
Yeah.
They work. And people go, well, I don't want to be, because you might just self-censor. You might start the day going, those truckers are kind of making a point. But if you see a news story that connects them to those other
Confederate
things,
flag, you're like, uh-oh.
you are self-censoring. You don't even make that point.
Yep.
You just go, oh, I don't know what that is.
I'm going to look the other way.
Yeah, it's a little murky over there. Something's going on I don't know about.
And you don't want to publicly support them, because if you do, everybody's going to be like, oh, this racist, misogynist.
That's right.
So-and-so.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's a playbook that works. When it stops working, that's going to be interesting.
Okay, so
when it stops working.
What makes it stop working?
Here's the reality. The reality is Trump, right? Trump made it stop working
because
he didn't apologize. So if you don't apologize, you don't give them power. The minute you, and I'm not saying
an apology is an acknowledgement.
An apology is an acknowledgement, right? And now Trump was a sociopath, a narcissist, a con artist. All these things didn't care about anything. So
completely different than all politicians.
Right.
You
Very,
can't label them
what
at
a new
all.
breed. But what was good about what he did and the way he handled them is they go, you're a racist. He went, eh. He goes, and then he just goes,
we have the best taco bowls in the whole of New York City.
As soon as you go, I'm sorry, then they start digging your grave.
Well, yeah, because this is the whole thing that happened with Louis. It's like he put out the apology, and all of a sudden the people that see the apology think you're apologizing for what they believe you did.
Right.
Not what you believe you did.
Right.
So he could be apologizing for what he believed was nothing.
Right.
I wasn't inappropriate. I didn't do it, but I apologize that these people may have been hurt, whatever.
Right.
But the average girl that just heard the fucking headline is going, oh, is he apologizing?
Yeah.
For forcing these
I think what
girls?
Rogan did was perfect, because he was like, hey, I'm sorry for the situation. I'm sorry that people like Neil Young and Joni Mitchell, who I like and respect, are taking their, but I'm not sorry for doing my job.
Best line. Best line is, this is really strange.
It's strange, yeah.
That is, dude,
that's what it is.
It's fucking strange.
It
and
is.
all of a sudden you have to have a little empathy for it.
Yeah.
You're like, wow, it must be strange.
Absolutely.
When you say something strange, it means you didn't plan on it being
But
that
so
way.
to me, to go to conspiracy there too, this is over. Why are we talking about it now? The vaccine, we're in the booth. It's over. Where are Where is Neil Young and Joni Mitchell? Where are they coming from? Joni Mitchell's 100 years old. She doesn't know where she is.
What is over?
Who's putting this vaccine game?
COVID's over.
Yes, we're not even in the height of this anymore. Like, this is not a hot topic. Like, this came out of nowhere. Somebody whispered in their ears, let's be legends. Let's take this guy down. This is not I don't believe for a minute this was completely without somebody either pissing in their ear or because it's over. It's like, it's the weirdest time to harp on it now. Now. It's odd. The UK just opened up. No restrictions.
I think
no
Sweden
mandates.
is done vaccinating children, or one of these Norwegian countries.
yeah.
Like,
It's
we're
such
not
an
doing it.
odd
I mean, Canada
time.
locked in, and they're both Canadian.
Canada
so
loves
I
locking
wonder if
in,
there's
dog.
I mean,
something
they
to
lock
do.
is so
Bunch of fucking
deal with.
dorks.
So
Yeah,
then-
but Neil Young and Joni Mitchell are both Canadian, so I wonder if they're like a little bit more tied
They
to
both
what's happening.
survived
in Canada.
polio. I think there's a reason that
Yeah.
you know they're
Barely.
mad about it, but it's just a weird time. Like where I'm like, wait a minute, are we still even fighting about this?
Yeah,
I don't feel like we're even fighting about it.
yeah. Is it over? Huh? Yeah. So then why? Why does it pop up now? Election influence?
I think they just don't like him.
Yeah.
I don't think they want him. I think a lot of powerful people in this country do not like the idea that there is a show that gets 11 million viewers, downloads, whatever, a week, that is a guy that's not controlled.
Will you feel like a failure if someone doesn't try to kill you?
That's a good question. Are you disappointed it hasn't happened already?
Imagine you ruffled all these feathers and called out all these elites for your whole career.
Yeah.
And never once did someone try to kill you.
No, they like me.
You go dine at their establishments, you stay at their hotels,
No,
you're
because
asking.
They want a guy like me to do it.
Because you're just crazy
I'm
enough?
a comedian. I have nothing.
It's not real.
It's the best when a comedian does it.
I was hoping you were going to
They
be like, because
need-
I can be bought. That would
You
have
know,
been
that's true.
Dude, they can shut you up so quick,
I'm more
dude.
like, I'm more sad they want you to buy me off than that. But no.
What's your number to shut up? What's your number to bend over and do everything that Gavin Newsom tells you?
Ooh, it's big.
250?
Yeah.
150. 150 and the check is
150
right there.
Nice. 150 million
150 cash.
to be fucked by Gavin Newsom on TV.
No, you don't fuck him. And he doesn't fuck you.
Well, now we have to renegotiate.
No.
You just said he would bend me
your
over.
words.
I meant metaphorically. You
Well,
pervert.
no, that's, I'm not
You
taking
fucking
it like
pervert.
that. We're
He's
taking
a
it.
handsome man.
He is very good. He's good
Yeah.
looking. No,
Something we can agree on.
You think Gavin Newsom will pay $150 million to fuck you?
Yeah, come on, dude.
No, I wouldn't take any money, and here's why. It's not ever about the money that you're giving.
Tim,
No, truly.
Shut the fuck up.
No, because
You said to me, you have high ceilings. I need to see your
I
apartment.
want to see your apartment. I want to see your apartment, but only because I could say you paid too much later. No, it's never about the money. It's the death warrant. So if you take the money, it's the death warrant. It's just like the apology.
Oh, explain
The
that.
money is the death warrant.
Explain that.
Meaning that if you take money from anybody to do anything, it's why listen, I love Rogan, but like he's on Spotify. He's an employee of Spotify.
Right.
He's the biggest podcaster in the world. That being said, you know, when you're in a deal, you're in a deal.
Right.
The stock price impacts and reflects on you.
Right.
So I would never take like money to shut up. I would take money to do a show. I would take money, but it would have to be the show that I would like to do anyway.
So 150. Wait. So do you think that he addressed it because the stock price was?
oh yeah, no, I think he addressed
tumbling?
it because the entire thing, you're part of that company,
And
they're in a
feel
shitstorm.
a responsibility to.
And I
help
think
that
Joe's a
company.
I
human
think they
being.
also put some pressure on probably.
I think you're in a company. You are part of a company now, which I would be too. Listen, if they give me $30 million, I'd be out there going, Meghan McCain, you know, this is strange. Meghan McCain is mad, and I don't, you know, it was fun because we bear bovine resemblance to each other, and I thought that it would be like, here's the deal, like, you know,
We're
it
friends
is what
with
it is.
Megan's husband.
Yeah.
That's our homie, man.
That's fine. That's great.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
Yeah.
But
Don't fold. Double
I'm not
down.
folding. I'm not
bro.
folding at all. I'm saying that like you're part of a company. It's it. It's what it is.
But don't you feel like? I just feel like with Joe's specific situation, he has the nuclear codes.
no.
No. Because if they kick him out, he just gets even more popular. He actually
I think
maybe
he has enough of a nuclear code to say,
Like
okay, here's what I can do apology-wise. I can
Yeah.
give you an honest apology
Yeah.
that's not full of shit.
Right, buddy.
That's not what you guys want me to say, which is, hey, I'm
Okay.
sorry, whatever the
Maybe
fuck
I'm
you want.
naive. Maybe I'm naive. But the way I'm looking at it, if I'm him, is I don't have to say anything. If maybe I like you guys, I like the company, I want to help out the company, which is also possible. But
And that's also...
I don't
yeah.
have to say anything because if you guys kick me out, I go back onto YouTube and my podcast goes everywhere.
No, he wouldn't be on
and
YouTube.
It's
They would have kicked him off YouTube.
Why?
Robert Malone, all those episodes would have been removed from YouTube. They would have absolutely...
episodes.
No. That's huge. It's 2 strikes. Your channel gets 3. No,
No,
he can't
also,
go back.
you just don't upload those episodes.
The content he was doing
Put the advisor
for
in
the
the
last
beginning.
6 months would not work on YouTube.
put the advisory in the beginning.
It would not work.
We did it. We had
No.
Alex Jones on here with an advisory. They didn't take it down.
I'm telling you.
Say it's all satire, it's all fun.
The content he was doing for the last 6 months, bringing these guys on.
Yeah.
The brilliance of him moving to Spotify was that they weren't censoring
I
people.
disagree.
You disagree. They take stuff down on YouTube all the time.
Yeah, I think they do take stuff down, but I think there are things that you can go to and I think there are things that you can put up in the beginning
Not
of the
with
episode.
COVID misinfo. They've been crazy about that. They've taken down so much shit.
All right, guys, we're going to take a break for a second because I have to tell you about the makers of the smoothest hitting pipes and bongs around, okay? Today's episode is brought to you by Freeze Pipe. Look at this beautiful piece right here, okay? Each Freeze Pipe product uses freezable glycerin chambers that cool smoke by hundreds of degrees. Pop one of these glycerin chambers in the freezer for 1 hour, and as smoke passes through the icy chamber, it's instantly chilled for a bigger, colder, and smoother hit. Okay, say goodbye to throat and chest burn. If you look in here, you see the glycerin chamber. You can just throw that thing in the freezer and you got it. Freeze Pipe offers a luxury smoking experience at everyday great prices. Okay, I'm telling you, it's a no-brainer.
I need the big joint. I got
100%.
mad cushy to smoke, and it burns my chest because I got these little baby bird lungs.
But
I need
this
them.
cools it
I
up.
need every one of their products, bro.
Ugh, it's so great. It's amazing to see what they've done with these things. I remember back in the day, we used to cut a 2-liter bottle of Pepsi, throw ice cubes in it.
That's
And then
insane.
smoke through that.
Yeah.
What were those things called? I forget. But point is, this thing, this Freeze Pipe, this is the Tesla of smoking. Okay? This is the future. You want to smoke a spaceship, you do it right here. And if you're tired of burning throats or coughing too much when you light up, visit thefreezepipe.com and use the code Flagrant for 15% off. That's thefreezepipe.com. Use the code Flagrant for 15% off and say goodbye to harsh cannabis smoke. Okay, now let's get back to the show. All right, guys, we're going to take a break for a second because I got to get your skincare game up. Okay, simple as that. Dudes, you're not taking care of your skin and you're going to look like dog shit because of it. You got to get ahead of this now. Like everything that we say on this podcast, it's all about optimization. Optimize your skin. Everybody got to look at every single day except you. So why don't you make their day more pleasant, okay? You're not going to be wearing them masks anymore for that much longer, and you're going to have to repair that epidermis, and you're going to do it with Geology. Geology is a 6-time award-winning men's skincare company recognized by Men's Health. That's right. We never get anything in the skincare routine department, and finally, Geology has satisfied it, okay? Men's Health, Esquire, and Ask Men Grooming all have won given Geology awards. They're absolutely crushing it. They basically create a simple, personalized skincare routine for your skin and the benefits that you want to see. So Geology will create a simple and effective skincare routine that's just for you. Think about that. It's proven to work. Simple routine, formulated for daily use. Okay, the product is set great for both individuals new to skincare and the seasoned skincare experts. But let's be honest, fellas, none of us were using any skincare stuff before Geology. So all you got to do is take their 30-second diagnostic quiz and they formulate a regimen that provides the benefits that your skin needs the most, okay? Geology Skincare helps you fight acne, reduce oiliness, prevent wrinkles, combat dark or puffy under eyes. I mean, it does absolutely everything. It's helped with me. My skin is fucking glowing because I'm on this Geology. It's simple as that.
Take the
I
quiz,
shouldn't look
get your
like this.
results.
I shouldn't look like this, okay? I'm 38 years old. My skin shouldn't be this good, but Geology is making it happen, okay? So start with a complete trial set. Everyday face wash, vital morning face cream, repairing night cream, nourishing eye cream. That's it. Geology has over 4,000 5-star customer reviews with an average customer rating of 4.8 out of 5. They've been recognized by Men's Health, Esquire, and Ask Grooming Awards. I told you this already. So go to geology.com. Take a quick 30-second diagnostic quiz to get your personalized skincare number. And if you use the promo code Flagrant, you get the trial set for 70% off. But that's not all. We've made the offer extra special for the new year. Use the promo code Flagrant to get 70% off your trial plus an additional 22% off for life. That's a lifetime offer. Now let's get back to the show.
They have taken down episodes of people that have talked about.
I believe it. I believe it. There's no question.
This idea that like he would
But
go
these
back
aren't
to
quacks,
YouTube,
right? Like these are doctors. These
They
are
don't care.
experts in their
YouTube
field.
doesn't care. They're saying something that's counter to the narrative that they want.
Fair. Regardless, if they take it down,
Yeah.
I still think if he goes back to YouTube, he has a massive.
I don't think he's. I think if Spotify got rid of him, he's clearly his career's not over. But
He's bigger.
he's
I think
a
he doubles
part,
up.
Listen, he's a part of a company that's in a shitstorm.
Right.
So there's no way he's making that video if there wasn't a shitstorm. He's in a shitstorm. That's why he's doing it. Stock price is being battered. People are pulling their music. It's a little bit of a thing. So you make the video, and he's
Even if it's just a pain in his ass.
yeah.
I
Why
don't
do you think he made it? You
fold.
think he made the video with for no? I mean, listen.
I think he made the video. I think he made a video to clarify his position and to control his narrative. These people are going to
Well,
say
I
this
agree-
about me.
I agree, he did
I'm
it.
going to say exactly
Yes.
what it is, and I think he did a good job of fucking doing it.
He did
Yeah.
a great job, but in response to what was happening.
But I also think a very important part of the video was like, we're talking about all this misinformation.
Yeah.
And he's like, remember all these things that were misinformation and now we know to be
it's
true?
a brilliant video. It's a masterful video. But it's a video I think made because there's a reality
Yeah.
of being the biggest show on
But
this
I don't know if
platform.
it's the guy, the Swedish guy at Spotify going, hey, we need a video. I think it's like, yo, I'm getting a lot of heat. Maybe my family's getting a lot of heat. It's making me uncomfortable.
I don't know
need
if
to
it's
clarify
the Swedish
position.
guy at Spotify. I believe if you put a gun to my head,
Yeah.
do you think the CEO
Which might
called
happen
him?
later today.
Do you don't think the CEO of Spotify had any conversation with him?
Of course.
Right. I'm not saying they put a gun to his head, but like the companies, I've worked at companies that have gone through things that are equivalent to a shitstorm, where like things are a problem, right? Bad things are happening, so people got to get out there. I'm just saying it's part of that. Joe wants his position to be clear. He's a human being. I don't think he wants people thinking he's getting people killed either. But
Yeah, exactly.
this
I think
is-
it's just clarifying the narrative and not
I don't.
more
What
like,
I don't like
I'm
is
an
the
employee and I have
disclaimers
to do
aren't
it.
good. The Spotify disclaimers aren't good. The Spotify, hey, why don't you book some experts? And I've even suggested to Joe have some Pro-Vax people on. But I
Yeah,
don't
I like
like
that.
Spotify. I don't like if they have an interest in that. I don't like the direction that goes in, because then one day it's not only the anti-vax or the whatever the health community, it's the LGBTQIA2 community.
Yeah.
We've heard them loud and clear. We've heard the social justice community loud and clear. I don't like, but you need to do it because you own a company where it's based off ripping off musicians. And in order to continue to rip off musicians,
Yeah.
you have to have them, I guess, happy.
Are they ripping them off?
I think so. They're ripping off comics. I know that.
Yeah, they
Not
also
paying
they don't get
comics.
much. I
They
mean,
just
it's
weren't-
Yeah, they're not.
it's good publicity.
How much
but
are they ripping off comics?
It's like 337 Spotify plays or something for $1, something like that. Maybe
Right.
73. It's higher. Amazon is the worst, but Spotify's pretty bad
stand-up
too.
comedy.
Now, I will delete this if Spotify gives me money.
Yeah.
But they've already said they won't.
Stand-up comedy functionally just doesn't work on a platform like that. The way that you make money on a platform like that with music is just people playing the same song
Yeah,
every
and it
single
does a
day
lot for
over and over
musicians
again.
too. If you did
Absolutely.
on a playlist,
With stand-up
it's huge,
comedy,
yeah.
you listen to a joke and you're like, I don't need to hear that joke every single morning when I wake up.
Right.
People can listen to the same fucking song every single morning when we wake up. I
Right.
mean, we can play Sweet Caroline until we're dead.
Sure.
Right? You just can't do that with a joke.
Right.
Right. So
Yeah.
it's just, I've heard comics be upset about this and maybe you should make more money. Okay, maybe they should pay more. That'd be great. But functionally, you're not going to make the same as a musician.
Yeah.
The commodity isn't as valuable over time.
Yeah.
The half-life is short.
Yeah.
For a joke.
I just think that there's probably a more fair way to do it
Yeah.
than it's being done now.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that people have to make millions of dollars.
Yeah, yeah.
I just think that there's probably a more fair way to do it than it's being done now.
Sure.
Because again, comics, their heart and soul is their jokes. and
Yes.
their, whatever.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. And they should be monetizing by performing live.
Yeah, I
For
kind of
sure.
isn't that the model? You give it away for free and then see what happens. And also, isn't business just leverage? Like, what leverage do comics have?
I don't-
Nobody's
I don't
unsubscribing
think-
Spotify for comedy.
No. I don't think comics it's not even a question of leverage. I think it's a question of fair business practices when you are handling content. I think at the end of the day, the appearance that you care about the creators is huge.
Yeah.
Now, whether you care about them or not, I think paying them more fairly and giving the idea to people that you care about the creators
Yeah.
is good for a company like Spotify to do.
That sounds great.
I believe that.
What would be fair?
I don't know what would be fair.
So this is how much they pay. This is royalty rates per stream.
Yep.
So iHeartRadio pays the most, then Tidal, then Amazon Music, then Spotify. No, then what is that? YouTube Music.
Spotify
YouTube
getting
pays
3
nothing.
cents.
YouTube is the one that pays nothing.
Yeah.
Let's kick it up from 3 cents.
What can we make it? What's a
Let's
good
give
number?
them 12 cents.
12 cents.
12 cents.
That's good.
But that's that's a 4x 4x.
100%.
4x 3 to 12.
The real
it's
issue,
not killing them.
No,
with
the
12
real
cents.
issue with Spotify that they didn't want to pay up. It wasn't the per spin.
Yeah.
It's they don't want to pay double.
Okay.
So with musicians, you play the person who performs the piece and the person who produces the piece and makes the piece.
Yeah.
So comics were going, hey, I perform my shit and
Right.
I write my shit.
Right.
I want to get the double royalties, the same royalties you give musicians, which makes sense.
Yeah.
Right? Somebody had to write these jokes. Somebody got to perform them.
Yeah.
Why don't we both get paid?
Yeah.
I am both.
Right.
So pay, just like Bob Dylan is
Yeah.
both. You know, so if you're going to pay Bob Dylan twice, pay me twice. And then Amazon was like, or not Amazon, Spotify was like, nah, we're not
How
going to
about
do
we
all
pay
that.
you none and
How about we
nobody's
pay-
going to unsubscribe?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that was the big thing. I don't think it was
Right.
like coming up from these cents. They wanted to double it, which is, ask for it. And then pull
Right.
your shit. You got to
See
be
what
willing to do it. Yeah.
I didn't like that Harry and Meghan had a meeting with Spotify because they're like investors in Spotify. They had a meeting about Joe.
Really?
Yeah. They're scum.
What is the Harry and Meghan? You know what's so funny is like I got married up in. Thanks for coming, by the way.
Yeah,
Piece
of
of shit.
I had things to do. I would have loved to go, you know?
Yeah.
That invitation got lost.
I did. My bad. Sorry.
All of the New York guys.
I left it at the hotel.
Now, I understand the rest of the people, they're poor.
Yeah.
I understand the rest of
You
you
would have enjoyed it.
I would have enjoyed it. I would have got you something nice. I understand this, like,
What
not
would you have
inviting.
gotten me?
Something nice.
What do you think?
I don't know, but it would have been impressive.
What do you drop? What do you drop on like a good wedding gift?
I don't know.
Because I have one friend who's very close to me
Yeah.
that still hasn't got me something, so maybe we can inspire him.
I would have gotten something really nice. I don't know what it would have been. It would have been like an experience. I would have bought you and your wife a trip.
Ooh,
Something crazy.
I
Something
like that.
wild. Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Maybe I'm still developing that experience.
Okay, that's
yeah.
possible.
He's curating it.
I was just focused on, officiating a perfect wedding that wasn't about me.
He did a great job.
Yeah.
You officiated a great wedding. The wedding was fucking great. It's in Santa Barbara. Now, you know Santa Barbara. People
Yeah.
watching, maybe they're not as familiar. Santa Barbara is basically like super wealthy people that want to be down to earth.
That's right.
As long as they're around enough super wealthy people, they can all let their guard down and stop pretending to be wealthy.
That's
hey,
right.
we're all fucking billionaires. Let's just wear whatever, okay?
Right.
Let's just wear sandals. Let's just
Yeah.
go to the
I'm in
farmer's market.
flip-flops.
I'm cool. I'm
Right.
chill. I'm relaxed.
Yeah.
Interesting conceptually. It's
Right.
fun, right?
Right.
But the funny thing is, Meghan and Harry went there. And when they go to like San Ysidro Ranch to eat, this is a say, you're familiar with
I
the
know
ranch,
San
yeah.
Ysidro.
So like when they go, they want to shut down the whole ranch just so they can eat. And the reaction from the people in Santa Barbara is like, you're not even the richest person here. Like
You're not
Yeah.
even
What
royalty
do you
anymore.
do? You're like, what are you
They're
doing?
frauds and they're not even good at it, right? So they're not even good at
Wait,
it.
what do you mean they're frauds?
They're complete frauds. I mean, they're
He's a prince. Well, kind of.
well, he's a prince, but
half blood.
you know, when I say they're frauds, I mean they purport to have left the UK because of racism
Yes.
and come to America where we all know there's none.
None at all.
No racism. So they left one country that's racist.
Yeah,
They came
yeah.
to another country that's not racist. And they have a deal with Netflix.
Yeah.
And they're producing shows on Netflix about like female empowerment. Just say you want to be
Rich.
the LA rich. Just say you don't want to eat fish pudding in the rain, like the inbred freaks that you live with, and say you want to be Montecito rich. You want to be
Yo,
75 and
Tim.
sunny rich.
Can you explain to me why
So, you know-
anybody would give a production deal to two people that have never produced anything?
Well, they gave it to the Obamas, right? They give it to people who
I'd give it to the Obamas.
I would too. but
I'd
I'm
give it to
saying
them before I give it to Harry.
The
They
mark
produced
is not
something.
experience.
And
the mark is
Obama
not
is-
experienced.
But what am I watching a show because Harry and Meghan produced it?
Well, number
Are there
one-
people out there that do that? Are they influencers?
No, what they want to do is they want to get behind the narrative, the idea that they are empowering this young actress who was so bloodied in the British press and by the royal family, she had to escape with private guard, of course, and security from that country to this country. So they're writing a check to a story that's, I believe, is varying degrees of true. They're writing a check to a narrative like, look, we are going to get in the Meghan and Harry business because they are brave to call out their family's racism, because who knew these inbred lunatics were racist? You know, we had no idea. They literally have been the ruling class of a racist country for a very long time.
Yeah.
They invented imperialism, but who knew?
Yeah.
They were not progressive behind closed doors.
Yeah.
What a shock. So what they did was they got behind that story, and it was a powerful story because people in America are stupid.
Yeah.
And stupid people like stories they can easily understand.
Yeah.
And Netflix is run by people that want to please those stupid people. So they wrote the check.
So Netflix believes that people care about their story.
That's right.
It's not
I
just
think
name
that
cachet.
is wrong, dude.
It's
You
not
don't
just
think
name
so?
cachet.
I don't think people. No, I believe that could be the reason why they invested.
Yeah.
I don't believe that there's that many people that are interested in their story.
No, there's not.
Right.
Of course there's not.
But
You're
that's
absolutely
huge
right.
faux pas.
By the way, of course there's not.
Yeah.
But it's the belief that there is, which is the psychopathy that runs the entertainment business now. We're like, yeah, there is no audience for a lot of what they're making. There is no audience. Nobody wants it.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to be lectured about why they're bad people.
Yeah.
Nobody wants any of this.
Yes.
Nobody wants any of it.
Yes.
Nobody wants fucking Stephen Colbert telling you how to live.
So
They want stupid pet tricks. But
stupid pet tricks.
remember that?
Yeah.
That was the thing.
Yeah.
It was good.
Fire, dude.
But yeah,
I would do that.
You're absolutely right.
Remember we tried when we were in Miami. We were trying to get the animals
Pets
on
now
the
are
show.
too smart. They have too many rights.
Yeah.
Pets have too many rights now. It's a fact.
Okay, so then I was having this discussion. I forget. I think Mark and I were discussing this the other day. But I've been like so embarrassed by the lack of American arrogance lately.
Yeah.
When we were growing up, there was a healthy arrogance.
Yes.
I remember I went and studied abroad in Spain. Okay.
Yeah.
And I might be on the higher spectrum of like arrogance sometimes.
Right. No.
Maybe tiny. Maybe just a
I
little
am
bit.
not even.
Do you know what I mean? Wedding was in Montecito, not Santa Barbara, just to clarify. It's fancy, you know what I mean?
How would I
you,
know?
You know
Me
these
and my
things.
gift weren't invited.
I know. Yeah. When we renew the vows.
Okay.
I showed up wearing fucking cowboy hat. I'm from New York.
Right.
Cowboy hat, like a American flag shirt, some blue fucking Adidas pants.
Yeah.
Like and Vans. I was like screaming America. And I was
Right.
like, you're lucky I'm fucking here
Right.
for a year to study abroad. And I was talking to Ronnie Chang about this the other day. He's like, yeah, like I think America's been humbled, you know, like by the news, by the experience, what's going on. And like, he goes, Americans are very like polite abroad now. Right? We go kind of apologizing before we go into places, et cetera. Now, we should be polite. I don't think that we shouldn't be polite, but I think that there's a lack of fucking confidence going on in America right now.
Yeah.
And this is where I understand why people feed, I don't want to say bullshit, but why we feed bullshit, why we feed these narratives and stories and create heroism out of things that might not be that heroic. Because low key, don't you want a more confident people? If you have to be part of something,
Right.
wouldn't it be a winning story? Like, I was asking this English a person the other day, they were just in the audience, and I was like, yo, do they tell you that the empire's over? Like, do they teach that at all? And they're like, no. They don't even know. There are people in England that don't even know that they don't run the world. And if you look at them and you see everyone in the world speaks English, they're probably going, yeah, we still run it.
Some of them do know. I think it really depends, right? Like the American arrogance is alive in certain places. It's just we're on the decline right now. You can feel it. And we got to turn it around.
Yes.
We got to turn it around, but we're on the decline. You can feel it.
Have we ever been in the decline historically in this empire, the American empire, and then turned it around? Because I think my fear is, how do you turn it around? Is there any stopping China?
You could listen.
They are the robots of nations.
There's ways to turn it around, but as of right now, we are. I think, without argument, we're on a downward slope.
Okay, I'm going to push back on that. I don't think that slope is as steep as you present it.
Maybe not.
Because right now the war is culture, right? And I mean, like, we're not going to war with China. Everybody dies.
Right.
And our culture is still more influential than theirs. We're not walking around Chinese.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They are adopting American culture.
The war is economic, though. The war is more than culture. Culture is the fake war. The war is economic, and their economy is really growing at a bigger pace than ours.
Of course, more people.
Yeah.
More people, more engineers.
Yeah.
There's a guy from where he used to work, Raytheon or something like that came to the show in Oxnard, right? And he was just saying, like, they have superiority in terms of weapons. He goes, weapons don't matter because we can all kill each other. They can just kill us a little bit quicker.
I'm not worried about even. I think China's a problem. But I think the threats to the American project are internal.
Hold on, I want to get to that in 1 second.
Yeah.
But what he specifically said is, here's the reason why we could potentially lose. They're just 5-1. That's 5-1 engineers. That's 5-1 like fucking dancers for TikTok. It's 5-1. So
they're also culturally promoting engineering. Like in America, people want to be YouTubers. They want to be famous. They want to be this. They want to be that.
Sorry,
but
guys.
We don't necessarily have the math and science core and the value system that.
I mean, there's a reason why
have.
all the kids in the new Spider-Man go to MIT.
Right.
Their whole life is about how do I get to MIT.
I think, for example,
he loses all his friends just so they can go to MIT.
Right.
It's how do we get these fucking kids?
Here's what happens when you
start learning again.
You know, I remember when Detroit like fell.
None of us remember that.
Detroit.
You don't remember that.
You don't remember that?
You don't remember that. You
I do
remember
remember.
Detroit fell?
Yeah, Detroit as a city like went bankrupt.
You
don't remember
this?
Yeah, I remember.
Where were you?
I was like in high school.
Yeah, it was Kwame Kilpatrick, right?
Yeah, it was like
the
it was
legend,
a pretty big
dude.
story.
Yeah.
So,
Killed the hooker.
But then Detroit been falling. RoboCop was Detroit.
Yeah,
Like,
I know.
that shit been on fire since the 80s.
Yeah, but that's the problem. Do you see what I mean? When you let American cities just completely disintegrate,
That is wild.
and there's like 5 cities where everyone has Lamborghinis, and then the rest of them are on fire.
Yeah.
That's a problem. And
Yeah.
what happens is your country begins to decline, whether you can see it or feel it, because you're a millionaire and all your friends are millionaires. But the reality is, if you go to these other places where people don't have jobs, they don't have health care, they're totally fucked. They don't see a way out. Their kids are on fentanyl. Their daughters on OnlyFans. This is part of now. When those people,
But industry
have
changes
jobs,
certain cities,
okay,
man.
sure.
This is American history.
No.
Industry is going to change cities. Is going to make certain cities more economically viable than others.
I understand that, but when you look at that working class, when they had jobs and could go on vacations, and they had money, and they weren't being completely replaced, and their jobs weren't being shipped overseas, you had a more robust country. You had a better feeling in the country.
Robust sections of the country. So those sections, Buffalo at one time, Rochester at one time were more robust.
Yeah, but
and they were wealthy.
don't you see that as a
So
problem?
is West Virginia.
But don't you think that's a problem?
No, I think that this just is the nature of changing an industry.
But that's where the arrogance that you're missing is going.
Miami is
It's
a
hard to
perfect
be arrogant
example
when
of
you
this.
live in a tent.
But
Yes,
if you
but here's the
can
thing.
see the rise and fall of cities, how do you not see the rise and fall of countries?
That's what I mean. Like, you don't think eventually this
Like if the rise and fall of cities is natural and that's evolution.
No, I understand. I understand what you're saying. I guess what I'm saying is, it's not as if a new city isn't also going to pop up. So if Rochester and Buffalo falls, another place is probably going to pop up.
But it's bigger than just specific cities. These are entire industries. We have no manufacturing in the country, right?
This is a bigger problem.
We have no manufacturing. We don't make anything here.
Yeah.
Everything. So if you're an unskilled worker and you don't have any skills, you're competing against immigrants that come in all the time. You're competing against your other, neighbors and friends. And you're competing against people that live overseas that are willing to do the jobs for cheaper. So I'm just saying, listen, I'm not an economist, but I'm just saying, when you talk about arrogance and like, where's the sense of American mojo and where did it go?
Yeah.
A lot of it is like, motherfucker, you drive 20 minutes out of any city. You're driving to a third world country. And when you drive through a third world country, when you drive through parts of Cleveland and they look like Sarajevo, when they look like Bosnia,
okay,
that's a problem.
This I agree with.
It's an issue.
No, this I agree with. I just thought you were
Slight
saying like
pushback, and I
one
don't think
specific city like crumbling doesn't mean another won't pop up, and that is something
For sure.
that's naturally going to happen in the course of a country.
Yeah, but when you just have these sacrifice zones, whatever it is, no go, like you have these areas where like, and they're popping up all over the place. Then you have tent cities.
Yep.
So you're like, you talk about the American, like you're driving around, you look, you go, oh, it's
you
tents
can't
everywhere.
feel like the greatest country in the world if you're seeing extreme
It's
poverty
hard
right
to
out
see
the
it
door.
all the time.
Yeah.
And I think that's affecting people's sense of what's going on.
And also, there's probably this sense because of social media. Like, remember back in the day when you lived and existed within your neighborhood, you understood how wealthy or poor you were within the proximity of the people that live with you, right?
Yeah.
And now we're constantly faced with all these people who are doing so much better than us, even if they're not really.
Right.
They look like they are on the internet, right? So there's probably an ego hit that comes from that as well. You're like, oh shit, I thought I was successful. I just started making $100,000 a year. And you hop on Instagram and there's some 19-year-old that just made $2 billion on Bitcoin.
Unquestionably, there's an ego hit.
Interesting. Okay, so then, okay, fair enough. Okay, I agree with that. You're constantly confronted with everything you're doing wrong. And we're doing a lot of self-reflection as a country, right? Which you don't see a country like China doing. Like China's not sitting back and going, hey, how are we bad 300 years ago?
Not.
How are we bad
They're
200 years ago? And
yeah.
how can we be better? Now, the concern is that we would just go, well, let's forget about all the fucked up things that we did in the past. We don't want to do that.
Right.
We want to know what we did. We don't want to ignore our history.
Right.
But I'm curious about the people who are like orchestrating America for the next like 200 years as they figure out like what we learn in schools. Are they sitting there and they going, hey, we need to instill some heroism, man. Like we need to make people feel proud of America because right now we're making people realize all the fucking horrible shit they did.
Yeah.
And we're not comparing America as a country to other countries. We're only comparing her to herself. And that's where you start to be embarrassed.
Yeah. I think there's a real fight and there's a real tension between those two views. And I don't think it's going to be resolved anytime soon. I think there's people that believe that the job of schools is to tell children why things are the way they are, which is what I think a lot of the proponents of some of the newer critical race theory and stuff like that are doing. They're saying, here is a theory that explains why it is. And then there are people that go, that's not the job of a school. The job of a school is to give you the facts, the figures, tell you 10 theories, 10 reasons why things may be the way they are, and have you come to those conclusions on your own.
Yeah.
We don't need to force feed you that one particular theory. We need to provide. Now, there are also people on the far end of that spectrum who go, well, we want to only show the pro-America theories. We don't want to show the critical race theories. We don't want to show how incarceration might be related to
racism,
slavery or racism or any of that. There are people that go, that theory should be banned. And then there are people who go, we should only teach that theory. And I'm in the middle that goes, teach all of the theories and let the kids who are on fentanyl anyway and aren't listening, let them figure out what theories they are going with. I don't think schools should ever go, this is the way and the only way.
I try to look at like the best case scenario for both sides, right? I look at the best case scenario for the critical race theory side, right? Not the person that's trying to sit there and be like, white people are bad, here's why. The person who's literally trying to explain to some kids, hey, this is why there might be a discrepancy of wealth and opportunity.
Absolutely.
Like when you look at your friend who doesn't have the things that you have, like now you don't have to think that, you know, he's just unlucky. Maybe there's circumstances that put him there. And then maybe you have more empathy. Like that's what I think best case scenario for the critical race theory. And I think that's great. I support that, right? And then I think best case scenario for the people who don't want to teach it, right? What if they're literally going, yo, what if we stop teaching these kids that they're different from one another? What if they'll start treating each other as if they're the same? Maybe that's best case. And maybe it's naive to think that, but maybe that's best case scenario.
You're probably right about what the best case on each side wants.
And I like your strategy about teaching both of them, but I'm like, man, it would be fucking nice if we were curating these stories that Americans could feel fucking proud of it. Give me a Top Gun movie again. Like, give me something that we're doing that's good, that we should feel proud of. Not fucking dance challenges on the internet. I'm talking about some real Americana shit. Get our fucking balls back and start walking around with our fucking head straight up, man.
Yeah.
It's, and I wonder what you do that through. Do you do that through school? Like, do you do that through kids?
I think you do it through a mixture of a bunch of things. Policy, culture. You know, you give people...
You need like a Springsteen, bro. You need like a new Springsteen.
I don't think that works.
Like...
Here's the deal. I don't think that works anymore. I don't think that works. No, I don't think it works anymore. Why? Well, I don't think we're a country at this point, to be honest.
Can I tell you another reason I
truly don't believe we're a country at this moment. I would say there's more. I could make a better argument. I was a debater. I could make a better argument that we're a collection of nation states or whatever than an actual country at this particular moment.
Do you want to know something? And I want to hear. I want to hear your thing. Actually, you say what you were going to say.
First of all, new media is why I don't think it works. Everything's too splintered. When it was Springsteen, in the 70s, you had like 3 different options for programming, and it's all pretty easy to be the same. So pro-America, really easy to get behind. Now, if there's a pro-America guy, there's 1,000 fuck America guys singing a song on Spotify that's one playlist over. So I don't think it works as well. But let me ask you a question. Sorry to interrupt you, but based on what you just said, I have a friend who said this about India, Indian guy, but I think it might also apply to America. Should we just go to an EU model? Where the country is it's a continent all together, but we all kind of govern ourselves.
I don't think we should do that. But I will tell you this. The reason I would say effectively we're not that we're not a country, but effectively, you got to look at what's good for certain people is really not good for other people in this country. We've reached a point where the right for what you want to do and how you want to live is not necessarily good for me. And it used to be where we would have differences, but then we had these concentric circles that would overlap, and our interests were in the middle, and a lot of our interests lied with like, okay, they're keeping us safe from the Soviet Union or this or that or whatever. But now, if you are...
The country was designed with that in mind, though.
Yes, but it was also designed with...
That's the states' rights idea, right? It's
for sure.
I live in Virginia, you live in Maine. I'm not going to...
But the idea that now one state goes, we're very pro-gun. Yeah. And another state goes, we don't want guns at all.
Great.
And then you go, okay, but the problem is people are buying guns in one state and using them in another state.
So the reason why this was tricky is because back in the day, it took 6 months to get from Maine to Virginia.
That's right.
Now,
6 hours.
It's 2 hours, right?
Whatever it is.
Exactly. So now you have to have more uniform laws.
Yeah.
Because
now there are people that go, we want fracking. And there are people that go, I want...
your fracking is coming down our river and then causing people to die in our state where we make it illegal. We're too interconnected to have such different rules and laws. Is that what you're trying to say?
I mean, we're very interconnected, but we're also at the same time, dude, our lives aren't anywhere like my life being good and somebody else's life being good may depend on things being diametrically opposed, different.
So I think you're developing a caste system.
Yeah.
I think that's what you're kind of talking about.
Well, it's kind of happening, right?
Already.
You already have it happening.
Yeah.
Like we dismiss, knowingly or unknowingly, we dismiss the people who live in Troy because we don't work in factories. And we go, hey, things happen. Cities spring up. Move to Austin. Start a podcast. Invest in yourself. But the reality is those people want to kill us because they go, fuck you. You guys are benefiting from buying this hoodie for no money because it was made and there's always going to be some level of that tension. But it's just gotten to a point now where it does feel like it's bubbling over into something crazy.
And here's the thing. It's if you're in one of these places that's not considering Troy at all, right?
Right.
It doesn't even pop on your radar.
Right.
It's almost like how America is with the rest of the world. Like we don't consider like what Sweden does, but Sweden needs to consider what we do.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
And I think we often treat cities, towns, et cetera, within America with that same, for lack of a better word, arrogance, right?
Right.
And that does become a problem, especially when those people are resenting. I was on stage the other day and I just asked the people in the crowd who the new mayor was. This is right when Adams got elected.
Right.
What percentage do you think could say the name of the mayor in their town?
Half? Not even.
10% is generous.
Wow. Yeah.
Now, your life is so good.
Right. Yeah, they don't care.
You can remove yourself from politics.
That's right, totally.
Those people up in Troy,
they can't.
That politician is make or break.
Yeah.
People like that living in the same place, that is what you're talking about.
That's what I'm talking about. That it's interesting, right? And it's not even me like having a view or how to fix it or political. No. It's just me looking at everything and going, fuck, this is a pickle.
What is the French queen? Let them eat cake.
Marie Antoinette.
It's let them eat cake, bro.
It's kind of that, and then
they're struggling in Troy. Let them eat cake,
and then people get angry, and then it becomes a Capitol riot. It becomes Antifa. It becomes like violence on the street, and some of those are just rich kids LARPing. That's fine, but like what you see is it becomes opioid crisis. It becomes I'm in despair. I don't have a future. Bro. I don't believe my life is going to be good.
And it's so funny. Even the drugs that you see people using now, like ketamine,
they're
and
not
these types
even
of things,
fun,
bro. Because what are they? They're disassociation.
Yeah, they're get me out of here.
Everything is get me out of here.
Get me outta here.
Everything is escape. It used to be like, life is fun. I want it to be even more fun.
Right.
I want to have energy for the whole night full of fun.
Right.
And now it's, I don't even want to deal with this.
Yeah.
I don't want to deal with fucking whatever, white guilt. I don't want
Whatever
to
it is,
deal with
yeah.
whatever these fucking things are. Ketamine, K-hole, I'm out. Don't talk to me.
I'm out, yeah.
You even see some of these fucking rich kids doing heroin again.
They right.
When we were younger, that was like so fucking taboo.
Because they also have no purpose.
Yeah, so they're tapping out of this.
Because we've gotten rid of religion. We've gotten rid of, you don't feel, you don't have a community anymore. Everything's global. So you're on Instagram. Oh, I'm talking to somebody in Dubai. I'm talking to somebody here.
Yeah.
There's no communities that are local anymore. And electronic communities build a lot of things, but they're also very isolating.
Yeah.
And they also limit interaction to some degree. They make it a lot easier,
It's
but they
why you
limit
have
it.
so many friends online.
Right.
Because you don't have to be with them all
That's
the time.
right. And,
Yeah.
and then the reality is you have these things. Now, we've never lived in this paradigm for a while. We're now seeing what it's like to fully live digital, like what it feels like to have all our emotions tied to this thing in our hand.
Yeah.
And it's
Metaverse.
it's weird.
Metaverse.
It's coming.
Yeah.
It's 1 foot in.
We've got 1 foot in.
Yeah, I don't think the metaverse is that far away in terms of how most people live their lives, especially
not.
since
It's coming.
pandemic. And I don't even, are you familiar with the metaverse? Are you like kind of...
To a degree, I'm not an expert, but I've poked around. I think it's we're on a 3 to 5 year timeline before you'll start seeing a lot of that shit.
But like, I think a lot of people are going, this is Ready Player One. Like, I just put on my goggles and I just exist in this world and I walk around in this world, etc. But my understanding is that's not exactly what the metaverse is.
Not yet.
But you think eventually it will be.
It could be. Might be. It's hard to predict what it would actually look like.
Yeah. It's more just like,
What I will say is that people seem more and more, kids are digitally native.
Yeah.
Meaning their girlfriends, boyfriends, close friends, first meaningful experiences, things they care about, things they'll buy for clout, way they flex, communities they join, cultures, trends, all are digital.
NFTs.
NFTs, all that's all digital. Kids, young kids, digitally native. Now some of them, obviously as you get older, some of that changes, but does it?
Yeah.
I think a lot of it is kind of a permanent new fixture in the way that people, operate as human beings, is that we can't pull out of this. That's the crazy thing about technology. You can't get out. You can't opt out. You will have a hard life. You can't not be, you have to have these things. You have to be on these services, these platforms. You can't just go, hey, fuck that, I'm out.
Yeah, it's like,
because then you're a freak.
food addiction.
Right.
You can't just
you
not
have to
eat.
learn how to manage it.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, it's like a weird thing because you can't, you could spend less time on it.
Our buddy Ben Uyeda, you might have met Ben actually, had an interesting theory about like using your phone and all these digital communities. Like he thinks we'll look at social media in the same way that we look at food, like where there's a warning on it. And it's like, this has this many calories.
Right.
This isn't good for you.
Right.
You should limit the amount of this
no
that
one
you
will
have.
care, and they'll just go in
with
there anyway.
No, initially with McDonald's and shit when we were younger, there was no fucking calories on anything.
Right.
Right? It was just,
Surgeon
that was
General
food.
running was Surgeon General with cigarettes.
That was the first thing where it started?
Yeah. No, I'm just saying that's an example.
Oh, there was no Surgeon General.
No.
Yeah, it was just like, I guess we can consume this. If it's there, we should be able to eat it.
Right.
Smoke Lucky Strike. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah. Jesus, man.
It's what it is,
Yeah. Well,
Get
what can
on
we be
board.
excited about?
What?
What can we be excited about? They got Ghislaine.
Yeah, I mean, who cares? A lot of kids lost jobs.
Let me ask you a question. The Ghislaine thing I find is interesting because, like, the more I thought about the Epstein and Ghislaine stuff, I'm like, are both sides using the kids in the same way? Like,
yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, they don't care either. The other
Right.
side doesn't really give a shit.
It's like they're using the kids to get incriminating shit on people they hate, and then the people that hate Clinton, right? And
The only ones who let those kids are the ones that suffer.
Everybody's using the kids
Right.
to punish the people they don't like.
That's right.
Right? So
That's
I'm just
exactly
like,
right.
I don't know, because I started thinking, and I've done so many fucking rants and talks about them on the podcast, and I'm like, so I should know who these kids are if I care
Right.
so much about them.
Yeah, no.
I know one, I can name one of them.
One person. Virginia.
Go Frey.
Yeah, it's one person. Yeah. I mean,
Are we just using the fucking girls too, dude?
yeah. Well, what are we gonna do for them?
Yeah, you're using them in a much less gross way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we are. But I guess what I'm saying is like ultimately they're a means to an end too.
Yeah.
The
That's-
good
that's
news, I think. Yeah,
What do you say?
No, but that's like everything. That's like the Uyghurs. Like, do you care about the Uyghurs, or do you just care about punishing China for?
Son,
human
that's what
rights
that one
violations?
Indian guy was trying to tell you. Y'all
And
wasn't
everybody
listening.
shit all over the Indian dude.
Yeah.
And it was their opportunity to shit all over a rich guy.
Yeah.
Well, it's just hilarious. You have all these Bush era architects of the Mideast torture policy talking about the Uyghurs.
Yeah.
These are people that literally helped invent underground torture prisons to torture Muslims, many of them innocent of
Yeah.
any crime.
Yeah.
And they created that program, and now they're talking about the Uyghurs. I mean, it's
Yeah.
hilarious. I mean, you're like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, but what the good news is,
Yeah, but this
and
was
the
them doing
the
it.
good things on the horizon, I think.
Yes.
The positive things on the horizon is that the end will be swift. No.
I disagree
You
with
gotta you have fun. I mean, here's the good news. The good news is always what you make it.
Yes. I mean,
The good news is always what you make it. Find the fun where you want.
I don't think we're going anywhere. I mean that.
Where?
I don't think this country's going anywhere. I think
I don't think we're going anywhere. I just think it'll continue to get worse. We're gonna be okay. Here's
Yeah.
the deal. We're good.
Yeah.
We're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
You got married in Santa Barbara.
Yeah. Montecito.
Montecito. We're not going anywhere. But there's people out there that are going places.
Yes. They
And
are.
it's unfortunate, and we should do more for the gut. Someone should do more for that.
Yes,
Someone
we should.
Someone should. Everybody should.
I mean, as we get more like
The
power,
tents are getting too much. It's getting
Yeah.
too much now.
we should. But
It's wacky.
that's our responsibility. We always talk about like.
What about nicer tents?
That's a nice thing. We can go out there, get them some tents. They do this in certain places.
Yeah.
You know.
Or kill them all. I haven't decided.
The purge.
I don't know what. I don't know if it should be nicer tents or we should kill them all in the middle of the night.
Both
but
solutions.
something should happen.
Both are solutions.
That is what did they do during the 10 cities during what is it, Truman?
Hooverville. Yeah.
Hooverville. Yeah, what'd they do with Hooverville?
Oh, I don't know. They got rid of them.
But was that purge style?
Yeah, probably more like purge style.
Really?
I think, yeah.
Oy.
Well, they got rid of. There was a few of them in Central Park. They got rid of that to build the park.
Is that right?
Oh yeah.
That's worth it.
You need the park.
We need a park.
Where else are you gonna walk?
That's true. And the city would be gross without the park.
So no, we're not going anywhere. I think things are going to be okay.
I think these are going to be great. We still influence. We still have black people.
Okay.
They're going to dictate what's cool around the world. You really think that some people from Shanghai are going to start dictating culture, dance,
No,
music?
no,
Fuck
no.
out of here, dude.
No, my only thing is we can lead with that stuff,
We
but
got to
also
start treating black people better.
They're willing to
what I
switch
We got to
sides.
start treating black people better for
willing to
that
switch
fucking
sides.
reason, okay?
I might say
Blacks
you might
and
wanna
Jews, we got
cut
to
a
take
new
care
deal.
of them.
Cut a new deal.
Real
with that.
talk.
Yeah, I just think we have to
Fuck reparations. You need to go over the top.
Yeah.
You need more than reparations.
Yeah, max contract.
Max
Yeah, whatever you
contract,
want.
real
Yeah.
talk.
we just have to figure out how we all can live together without killing each other. We can't write off these large swaths of human beings.
I agree with you on that.
We
I
can't
think
do
that's
that.
disgusting. We got to start
because then
acknowledging.
it's going to come back to ruin everything and poison everything.
Yeah.
And not only is it morally wrong, it's stupid and it's bad business. It's bad business if a certain percentage of your employees are poor and pissed.
Yes.
Bad business.
Yes.
And that's what the elites and the people that ran this country forgot. They forgot that, like, you know, it's bad business.
I feel like they know the point that they can push people to.
Well,
Right? It's like they push. They get to the breaking point, and then it's like, we got to give everybody some money. We got to socialism isn't that bad idea. Maybe we should give you some health care. Right? It's push,
but
grind.
that's a dangerous game. That yin and yang. That's a dangerous
But
game.
here's the thing: there's going to be people that are in our position that are going to, not our position, but
Yeah.
like our age, our generation is going to come into power, and they're going to have to make some decisions.
Right.
What we want to be. Do you want to squeeze people like that?
right.
You know, what kind of narratives are you going to rewrite? Are you going to
Right.
say every time we enter socialism is fucking Venezuela and we're going to fall apart? Or are we going to look at
Right.
socialism as, you know, the Great Britain? Are we going to look at socialism
Well,
as,
yeah, and
as
it's,
Europe? Like,
to me, I don't even go into the isms.
Yeah.
Because the isms are, as soon as you go into the isms, we have problems.
Yeah.
I just go into like logic, right? Logically, you go, okay, we spend this on healthcare. We should spend less. How do we spend less? We got to take all these people that don't have it, put them on a thing. Like Obamacare, which everyone got mad at, and it did end up being kind of a giveaway to pharmaceutical companies. It was just the beginning of a really smart guy trying to reckon with that issue.
Yeah.
Going like, what if we put everyone on this.
Try to be good.
Yeah, it was like, what if we had an exchange for people?
Yeah.
And it's fucking hard. It's tough,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But it's the beginning of reckoning with those issues where, like, I don't think anyone, should be one car accident away from total destruction of their life.
Yes.
And there's people in the world, in this country that feel like that. They have 3 kids. They get in a car accident.
Yeah.
They're being sued, or they now have a health back problem. Now they owe $80,000 in medical debt. Their life is over.
Yeah.
We got to figure that way out. But I'm also against like free college, free this, free that, free food for everyone at all times, and free. Not everything can be free.
Yeah.
But there are certain segments of society where you go, we got to do a better job at helping people.
Yeah, maybe that will bolster some confidence.
I think that'll get people back feeling better, because the people that you're talking about, it's not even the people that are fucked that are not confident. It's the people that drive through those areas. It's the people that are like in the suburbs.
They're facing it.
They're going, what the fuck is going on here?
Why do you think these rich people like St. Bart's?
Right, it's a way.
But specifically,
Nobody can put a tent up in the water.
that's also true.
Yes.
Given some Thai guys a try, they'll
Right.
figure it out. But like the thing about St. Bart's, and I was doing like a little research into St. Bart's. St. Bart's, they don't have to drive through the tents.
That's right.
They never had an underclass
There was
of
never.
people
No.
there. I think it was like the Norwegians owned the island or something
Right.
like that. So there was never anybody there.
They don't have to go through that
They
third
never
world,
had.
yeah.
They never had slavery or anything on the island. So it was people from the south of France that were like, I want to get out of France in the winter. Ooh, there's this island. Cool. So it's a bunch of rich people. They get to be rich,
Right.
and there's no poor people where they have to feel bad about it.
That's right.
So they love it. It's
That's right.
paradise to them. But what they're really saying is, there's no tents.
Right.
No
There's no
tents
tents.
is paradise.
Yeah.
Not everything can be St. Bart's.
Not
You're
everything.
going to have tents.
Yeah.
And we can't keep closing ourselves off. Like you were saying earlier about like the bubble. Yeah. We can't keep locking ourselves in these bubbles. And that's what the fucking metaverse is going to do. You're going to lock yourself in this bubble where you ignore these people, and they're going to sit there. They're going to get fucking furious, and they're going to storm the Capitol
go
or do
outside.
whatever.
There'll just be like bombs going off. Then you go, ugh, you shut the door. You go
Put the
back with the
fucking
goggles.
TV on your face. Yeah.
So it's dystopian. It's not good.
So that maybe that is it. We need to acknowledge some stuff.
we need to acknowledge it.
And without acknowledging it, we can't get better. So maybe we have to go through a tough time where we are acknowledging it's the critical race theory things. We are acknowledging all these fucked up things that we've done so that we can start taking care of Americans, and then every one of these Americans start feeling like they're part of this thing that is America.
Because people, somebody explained, a big realtor in New York explained to me once what a lot of it's about. And she said, people have to feel like they have a vested interest in what's happening.
Yes.
And she goes, we're at a point now where more and more people don't. And she goes, people have to feel like they have skin in the game.
Yes.
So I think that's what it comes down to.
Your boy has your boy Michael Che has this joke that I thought was really funny. It was about like black people are really specific about their love for America.
Right. It makes sense.
He goes. You want to love America? We love Brooklyn. Right. Like whatever. Right.
Right.
And but it's like I want them to access that pride too. And I don't want them to have to feel guilty about that pride. So what do we have to go through? What do we have to acknowledge? What do we have to build back from in order for every black person, every Japanese person whose family also went through internment camps, everybody who's also been fucked to also go, nah, this is our shit. I'm allowed to beat my fucking chest. I'm allowed to watch fucking Top Gun and be proud, see the flag.
Right.
Like, I'm sick of both fucking groups, and this is kind of like annoying. Like you see the extreme left and extreme right. I'm sick of both of them stripping everything I fucking love about the country. Like the extreme right, you're taking freedom from me. You're taking free speech. You're taking all the Americana. You see these fuking lunatics walking around. It's like, no, I can't even. Go, freedom is dope.
Yeah.
And then the same thing with the left. Like anything tolerant, I almost feel like I have to be slightly intolerant so I'm not pandering.
Right.
Because you took it from me.
For sure. Yeah.
You're so extreme about your fucking tolerance that you made it hack. And the right wing is so extreme about their Americana, you made it hack.
Yeah, I mean, it's I think what'll eventually happen is we're going to get to a point where what may save us is exhaustion. What may save us is actual exhaustion.
We're going to stop fighting because we're tired.
Tired.
Yeah.
And I think that may save us. I think we're nearing that point now where people are like, I think that may be our greatest asset.
Yeah.
Is that people are going to be tired.
Yeah. Like some Roman Empire shit.
Yeah. People just
Like
go,
how
you
much
know
more
what?
is there?
Let's chill.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I think hopefully we're nearing that place.
I like chill.
You know?
Tim Dillon, we love you.
Thank you.
We hope you survive today.
Thank you for having me.
Okay.
I
Do not
appreciate it.
fuck around with that Alec guy.
I'm not going to, I know he's legit. He's
He
not
got
a
bodies.
legend. He's not a
got bodies,
legend. You know that.
Yeah, you can tell him I said it.
I'll tell him.
Yeah.
He doesn't care.
He doesn't.
He doesn't.
He doesn't care at all.
What's great about a guy like that and why you'd really like him,
Yeah.
he just doesn't care.
Yeah.
He's one of those old school guys that came up not caring.
Yeah.
And if you told him how to care, he'd look at you like you were speaking Mandarin.
Hey, Tim, he's an actor.
That's right.
He cares.
He's a big anti-Trump guy. He cares a lot.
Fucking actor.
I don't
they
know.
all care, Tim.
He cares
has
about
you on the
him.
podcast.
He cares about him.
because he needs a little jolt.
I don't know if I'm a jolt for Alec Baldwin, things are going a lot better than I
You're
thought.
going to be a jolt.
Well-
you're going to ruffle his hair. You're going to do the Jimmy Fallon
Yeah.
something. You're going to normalize him.
I'm hoping that me and Alec Baldwin
Wave a
have a
toy pistol at
long
him.
career ahead of us, both of us, where we can just go out and do whatever we feel needs to be done.
Important word long.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
I love you, brother.
Thanks, brother.
Tell them
Thanks
where
for
they can
having me.
find you, even though they know.
TimDillonComedy.com,
Go check
whatever,
out his
my show,
podcast.
who cares?
Check out his Patreon. Check out
Blah,
the
blah,
last
blah.
show. The tour.
TimDillonComedy.com. Yeah, it's all
TimDillonComedy.com.
there.
Go check it out. You know we support you.
Thank
we
you.
love you, man.
Thank you, guys.
so much
See you,
for
buddy.
calling
Thank
in.
you, brother.
Okay? Be good. Guys, peace.